The defense lawyers are saying their clients didn't make any statements, and some of them were forced, so they can't really say it's their statements. But the state prosecutor, George Baloyi, insisted that their clients made statements and said they did make warning statements. Accused number 3, 4, and 5, and there was argument upon that. Advocate Mnisi said he wants to know the name of that statement. He doesn't want to go into a trial within a trial without knowing exactly the case they'll be facing, and wants to know what is the state is alleging against them. As defense lawyers, Judge Rata Mokgatleng, who is presiding over the case of Senzo Meyiwa, made a ruling that the statements will be read before the court, but they have the right to object it or appeal it after it had been heard in court. Then Advocate Baloyi proceeded and said they deleted some information of the statements because they were not really relevant to them. Advocate Ramosipedi asked about the omitted or deleted parts of the statement and said he has an issue with regards to that. Judge Rata said that the state provided them with statements. And then Advocate Mnisi said he wants arrest statements because it will play a big role on this trial within a trial. The state prosecutor, or Advocate Baloyi, said he gave the defense counsel the statements, but Advocate Mnisi said Baloyi can't just delete information without discussing it with the defense counsels. It should be done in conjunction with them, so that they can know what needs to be deleted, because he might delete or not delete information that is important or not necessary. Advocate Baloyi said that the deleted information doesn't concern his client, which is accused number 3. It got to a point where Judge Rata Mokgatleng had to read some section 35 of the Constitution, that if it happens that the statements were unlawful and unfair, they won't be considered by the court. Advocate Baloyi also told Advocate Mnisi that there's no duty to discuss things with the counsel because he provided them with the documents. Advocate Mnisi said whatever information the state has, it must be canvassed with them, and he doesn't even have the information that was deleted. Judge Baloyi said Mnisi is now wasting the court's time. Judge Rata Mokgatleng told Baloyi to hand out that documents to Advocate Mnisi, and Mnisi said it must also be given to other counsels. Rata was pissed about that and said he's only addressing his concerns and others can speak for themselves. Rata then concluded that Baloyi must give all the counsels the omitted documents and adjourned for 15 minutes. Still, Advocate Baloyi didn't give them the copies and said he will give it to them because it won't be discussed today. Advocate Mnisi said they can't proceed if they haven't given them those documents. Judge Rata was fuming and said he's in charge. He's the judge, he makes the ruling. What does he mean by that? And they were arguing and said Advocate Mnisi must sit down. Mnisi wasn't having it shame, and eventually he sat down. Judge Rata then said no one makes ruling besides him in that court. He won't be told by him on what to do, and Baloyi must proceed with the trial. Baloyi then called witness number 80, the retired Constable Mboto, to testify before the court. Ramosipele wasn't also happy about this witness and wanted to object it. Mboto then took the stand. Another shocking news that was revealed by Senzo Meyiwa's brother, Sifiso Meyiwa. He revealed some shocking allegations and said that the investigating officer, Makubo, who is investigating the Senzo Meyiwa case, received death threats, and he was told to withdraw from case 375, and his life is in danger because Gininda stole some documents in that docket, and Makubo has evidence that Uzungu is misleading the court by lying.
This is...
What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.